Have you tried therapy? Sure. Let me just find $250 per week lying around, right next to the money I don't have for rent. If you're struggling with your mental health but therapy costs more than your groceries, you are not alone in this completely impossible situation, and you're definitely not the problem. Here's what therapy actually costs in America: $150 to $300 per session. Most therapists recommend weekly sessions, especially when you're dealing with trauma, severe anxiety, or depression. That's $600 to $200 per month. For context, that's nearly what most people pay in rent. That's a car payment plus insurance. That's more than many people's grocery budget for their entire family. And insurance? Insurance is a joke. They'll cover maybe 8 to 12 sessions per year for trauma that took 8 years, or 18 years, or your entire childhood to develop. Then you're on your own. Out-of-network means you pay up front and maybe get reimbursed 50% if you're lucky and have time to fight with them about it. In-network means finding a therapist accepting new patients, which is like winning the lottery, except the lottery has better odds. So you're stuck making impossible choices: therapy or paying bills, getting help or eating, healing or surviving. You can't do both. The math doesn't work. And then everyone acts confused about why mental health is a crisis in this country. Why don't people just get help? They ask, as if help isn't locked behind a paywall that most Americans can't scale. You're supposed to pull yourself up by your bootstraps while having a panic attack. You're supposed to heal your childhood trauma while working 2 jobs to afford rent. You're supposed to process your PTSD in between shifts at a job that doesn't offer health insurance. You're supposed to fix your depression while the system that could help you charges more per hour than you make per hour. The cruelty is that therapy works. It genuinely helps. Study after study proves it, but it only works if you can access it. And access costs money that most people don't have. This isn't about not prioritizing your mental health. This isn't about not wanting to get better. This is about a system that decided healthcare, including mental health care, should be a commodity instead of a right. A system that allows therapists to charge whatever the market will bear while people are desperate and suffering. You're not broken for not going to therapy. You're not failing at recovery because you can't afford $1,000 a month. You are living in a country that treats mental health like a luxury instead of a necessity. And the worst part? The stigma cuts both ways. If you're struggling and not in therapy, people judge you for not trying hard enough. But if you say you can't afford it, they look at you like you're making excuses, like you should just figure it out. Cut something else. Make it work. Cut what, exactly? Food, rent, electricity. Which bill should you skip to pay for an hour of therapy? This is not a personal failure. This is systemic failure. And you still deserve to heal, even when the system makes it impossible, even when you can't afford the help you need. Your worth isn't determined by your ability to pay for healthcare. You deserve support. You deserve healing. You deserve better than this.